It's time for the fifth edition of my annual review, where I take a look at the year that we've just come through, and I take a look at my plans for the year to come. And so this is the fifth edition of Behind and Ahead. I don't remember if I include the annual reviews as part of my workout journal, but since we are actually discussing briefly October through December, we'll go ahead and run that intro here. October through December, the start of my 50th year. I already had an episode called The Road to 50. I've covered that a little. I tried. I got started and I fizzled. I was actually on a bit of a roll, and in December I really decided, okay, this month I'm going to push hard. I even started something I wanted to call the perfect week. I wanted to take everything, my entire workout plan that I've got on paper, which I have never yet to this day actually executed every step of, and I wanted to go do it at the gym, and I wanted to get all of it on video so that I could actually create an episode, probably actually two by the time I was done going through all of the footage. Call it the perfect week, so that you could see the full workout, what it is I do, not just highlights, not just a montage, but actual detailed information. And on December 12th, I was doing the deadlift workout, Tuesday the 12th. And when I finished the heaviest deadlift, the 1 rep max, and stood up, an electric zing went running from my right hip all the way down to my heel. And it persisted. That was harder than it should have been. As I tried to continue on, I went over to do the shrugs. I thought, well, surely if I just stand up straight, if I'm just doing shrugs, that doesn't really involve my leg in the same way, so I can keep doing the deadlift workout. It proved to be debilitating. It was nasty. Well, I am definitely sleepy. I can feel it affecting my lifts, and the 230-pound deadlift that I tried, my back and leg, right leg specifically, did not like it. I've been feeling a shooting pain up there ever since, so I'm going to cut this one short, but at least I came, I did some of the work, and might actually go a little lighter next week. Maybe I moved too fast. Maybe I tried to go up in weight too soon. I apparently pinched a nerve or something. Walking out to the parking lot, getting in the car was a major painful experience. And it lasted till the next day. Rolling over in bed as I tried to fall asleep, that hurt. Anytime I moved the leg in just ever so slightly the wrong way, which was at all. The shooting pain lasted for a couple of days. It calmed down, it became more livable, and then it kind of went away. But ever since that day, and I'm reporting now from January 9th, ever since December 12th, I have had some pain in very specific areas of my leg that weren't there before. So right on the inner side, there's a tendon or something. I'm not a biologist or a medical student, but there feels like there's a tendon that now does not stretch out as well as it did without some minor, I won't say pain, but I can feel that something's wrong in there. I haven't done a proper deadlift since. As I record this, I am planning on getting to it on Tuesday, the 14th, 15th, 16th. And we will see how that goes. I hope this is not a new permanent condition, that I've damaged something, or I'm just getting older. Anyway, October through December. The whole year, 2023, I will not, if I call it a waste, somebody will say, it wasn't a waste. It wasn't a waste. But it was weak. We need to go over the list of goals for the year. And those were the usual 5. And as usual, I did not make any of them. I got excited about the weight. I did get excited about the weight because of the drop to 213. Even if I didn't hit 200, I thought, well, if I can just get to 210.8, that will be a new low as an adult. And once I got healthy, once I got over whatever I caught in early September, the weight just came right back on. And then it tried really hard. It did its usual thing. November, December, because it gets cold outside, I slow down on the jogging, the going out, and I even get lazy about going to the gym. And it tried really hard. I did manage to end the year, or actually start. I didn't weigh in on 12/31. I weighed in on 1/1/2024 at 221.4. So, yeah, the net change in weight, I mean, even if we go back 5 years, it's just been this very slow decline. Didn't finish the push-up goal, just lost steam. I didn't have any guests, no guest appearances in 2023. This is awful. I'm aiming for 12 and I get 0. Okay. What else? I had the goal of walking, or the goal of doing 365 pedestrian miles. So walking, jogging, hiking, any distance that I can clock. If I go to the track, I know exactly how much a lap is. If I go out with my phone tracker for a walk, it'll tell me how far I've gone. And then I have the established routes through my neighborhood that I've used, Map My Run, to calculate. And I got down to 16 miles left. In keeping with my usual pattern, then, this is now the time where I take a minute, maybe 2, to play some music that I like and show you clips from the past year. So, I don't know. I'm personally am not really excited about this year's montage, but I will edit it and make it something that hopefully you look at and get a certain amount of enjoyment out of. Looking ahead at 2024, I have the same 5 main goals. I still just once, just one day on that scale, I want to see 200.0. I actually want to see 199.8. The way the goal is written, I want to get below 200. But you know what? If I can see 200.0, I will count that, in part because that's just such a perfect round number. But just once. Just once I want to get there, and then I'll let it come back up, especially if I'm adding muscle fibers, muscle weight. Enter the 315 Club, set new records on all my exercises. It's been so long, I might have to revisit that chart with you here soon. Get what were they? Body fat down to 10% or below, and one pull up, just one actual pull up all the way. And then again, some of the usual side ones. Those are the 5 main ones. The other ones are for motivation and fun. 366, since this is a leap year, 366 pedestrian miles, 12 guests. I'll talk to Harry about a push-ups contest for this summer, see if he's interested in funding that. But at this point, nothing's been agreed on, so I can't speak for that. 5 years ago, I made an episode where I laid out the tools at my disposal, and almost all of them were actually about knowledge. And short of gym equipment, that really is your main tool, the things that you know. And so many of these resources I've glanced at, and they sit on my shelf gathering dust. I really need to get them out. I need to do some homework. I don't know how to quantify this as a goal. I hesitate to say daily because sometimes my days are very, very busy. But I need to go through the materials that I have. Some of these I've had so long, I don't even remember who got them for me. I can't even speak to how good or bad, are these books legitimate or not, because I haven't really done anything with them. And it's a waste of good resources. And it's also something of a slap in the face of the people who gave them to me. So, educating myself even more this year than ever. That's something I need to do. I don't know how to quantify it as a goal. The one I do know how to quantify as a goal is I want to take advantage of the two fitness cookbooks I have. January 14th is from that Sunday to the last Saturday of the year is 50 weeks. My goal is to cook one of these recipes from one of the 2 books, a recipe a week. And they're copyrighted, so I can't really share the actual recipe with you. That's not fair to the author. But I can report back on how they taste, how easy were they to make, how expensive were. I can kind of give you a book review. And so I'll work on that. I didn't hit the 20 minutes and 23 seconds of rough cut that I wanted. I'm going to change it this year. I'm not going to make it a goal of 20 minutes and 24 seconds of rough cut. I'm going to make it a goal of a full rough cut. I do have the camera. Fundraising has been underway. It's been good. And I have a local gentleman who has taken interest in helping. And he's got a lot of equipment that he's bought over the years. He's got a garage that's basically a small grip truck. And that's more film terminology that maybe you're not interested in. Watch the end credits of a film. You got the key grip and the best boy and all. Those are people who bring in the things that you hang lights on and hang cameras on and all this stuff. He's got tens of thousands of dollars worth that he's collected over the years, and he's excited. So we're actually just about this close to starting to roll camera on it to get some footage that will be official footage for the movie. And once that goes, I think we will be off and running big time. I think this is the closest I've ever been between the time that we actually transition to the new year and I make the episode that I talk about it. This will just be, by the time I get this ready and published, it'll just be a 9 or 10 day difference between January 1st and the actual episode about the previous year. So, that right there is headlines. But my point that I want to make now, the whole reason I put the microphone back on and got the camera and light set back up, is to say this is a good time to kind of redo the screen at the end that shows you all of the ways you can interact with me, aside from this video series. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out Skype, because nobody has ever used that in 5 years. Nobody has ever tried to contact me through that. I will replace it with Discord. I discovered Discord through my son, and that has proven to be a very interesting place to join these things called servers, where you can, very topical. I'm on some ones about movie production. I'm on a couple about fitness, and I'm just barely unlocking the potential. But I have a profile there. If you want to reach me there, if you're a Discord user, you can contact me there, and we can talk fitness or movies. And then I know I made fun of TikTok a few episodes ago. What I made fun of was stupid trends on TikTok, because I did toy with TikTok, and I almost gave it up because I don't like doing vertical video and it's a pain to edit on my phone. When they improved their editing software in the phone, it's a little easier to do now. And one thing I've been doing is trying to upload one video a day for my entire 49th year. So from my 49th birthday to or October 1st of my 49th year around to my 50th birthday. I'm trying to do a video a day, just a short little upload about what workout I did or didn't do in some cases. So you can check that out if you want and interact with me there as well. I think that'll be the first thing to go. I think once I hit 50, I will say, well, that was fun, but I've got too many other things going on. But while it's there, I just thought I'd mention it. So that's the updated end screen. That's got all the correct info for the blog, the journal, things that I've never even used before. I keep meaning to. 2024, that's the year that this end screen should be fully functional very soon. I hope. As per my usual, I get to the end and I'm not quite sure how to finish with a bang. So let's make 2024 the year I finish with a bang. Hello, I'm no one in particular.